Hey guys, this is Zero back with another persistent gaming video about Skylords. So, we've gotten up to Mission 8, which is all fine and dandy. We already kind of talked about Mission 9. I'm just going to go ahead and read it. We're pretty much going to skip it because we already talked about it. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, it's talking about spy ships. That doesn't make sense. Okay, so, intergalactic flight takes time, as you may have noticed. On the other hand, hyperdrive can move your ship instantly to anywhere in the galaxy. It can only be installed in some ship models. In this mission, you will perform your first hyperjump into the new system that you found. Build a spy ship from the model you designed in the fourth mission. Make sure that it has at least 100 hydrogen on it, or you will get it abandoned in the middle of space, and it sucks refueling it. In the space view, enter the coordinates you found into the triple boxes in the lower right hand of the screen. Click OK. You should see a sun and 2 green planets. If you move your ship, a red one where it was. It's the quickest way to get around the galaxy. Costs 100 hydrogen. Blah 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 blah. So let's go ahead and do that. I actually had to pause the video there for a second just to open my notepad. I closed it from earlier. It's been a minute since my last video. So I'm going to go to Spy. I'm going to build it on awesome homeworld because that's just cool. I'm going to put 100 uranium on it, and I have lots of hydrogen. So I'm just going to fill it up because I'll forget to do this later, and it'll suck. Okay, so here's my hyperdrive option. So I got 8504. I'm going to screw this up sometime, and you guys are all going to make fun of me, but that's cool. Minus 275. I really wish I had a better memory. Minus 9799. 9799. Okay. So I'm going to hit OK. Bam! I'm going to move. My assault ship's actually already in the system because I planned ahead, kind of like one of those baking shows where they're like, here's how you make apple pie. And you like put it together, and then all of a sudden, after a cutscene, they have like a freaking finished apple pie. Well, that's what we did. I skipped the travel time because, hey, whatever. So, look, I'm spying the planet. Morpheus, owned by the SP Confederation, has 5,000 of everything and 10,000 total defense. That's dandy. So I'm just going to grab my 15k assault here, which you can see is hidden under the planet. And I'm going to capture it. And they have no more defense, and it's mine. Because who doesn't want a planet? I know I like planets. I'm going to put that to 5, that to 4. You know, kind of the standard deal we've been doing, which is fantastic. Hop back into the mission tab, capture another system. Okay, so, okay, it says the mission is complete once you own 6 planets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my assault, and I'm going to mosey on down, over this way, and I'm going to colonize this planet like we talked about. The green ones are uncolonized. I'll set those later when you guys aren't watching me play. You know, it's kind of a thing. So colonize this planet as well. That'll drop me into the missions. It's into the probe for planets one. So I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna go right to one of these planets. Sorry, I had to yawn there. I'm gonna nearby planet. Unfortunately, as you can see, it is empty. Go back to my awesome homeworld. Also empty. Makes me very sad, because that means we're gonna have to probe, and I've played this game for 10 years and I still don't understand it. There's like 4 players that understand this mechanic. Thank goodness the only time you have to use it is in the noob missions when it forces you to, which is good because then everyone learns how to be confused and not get anything done, but hey, whatever. Okay, so we're gonna read this just to go over it real quick. Mission 12. Probes are the other way to completely and effectively find new planets. You may have already noticed that none of your planets have nearbys because the game hates you. To find more, you must probe for them. 8 other systems have been scattered around your main system at a distance of between 1200 and 1500 on all 3 axes. To probe, oh gosh, I'm sorry guys. Build a probe, making sure you put 50 hydrogen on it. That is incorrect. It is now 100. Because we had billions and billions and billions of units of extra hydrogen. So they changed that to 100, which I don't think really affected anything. But hey, the devs made the decision, they did it, that's cool. Hyperjump near where you want to probe, or exactly to where you want to probe. Click probe space. If you read the whole mission, you should have found a system. Wow, it's about a noob smack. Like, this is how this goes. I like it. Probes have a basic range of 160 in all directions, so you'll want to jump to an offset, either positive or negative, of 1350 from your first system on all three axes. For instance, if your main planet is 10 minus 2, 3, you would want to launch probe to 2350 minus 650, 1650, among others. Remember, the 8 systems are between 12 and 15 away on all axes, in all directions. Should you need to refer to the results of a probe, they are stored in your board computer, which can be found from the news page. As a new player, you start with all bonus technologies, increasing your probe range, allowing you to be less precise than you would otherwise be. That is an expensive upgrade, and I wouldn't ever recommend getting it. Just saying. Okay, so I messed up the video a little bit. I'll edit it, make sure it's all right before you guys see it. Okay, so we've done that. So we need to do 1350 on all axes. So let's do this. We're going to go to ships, we're going to go to Awesome Homeworld, we're going to build us a probe. Remember, we're going to need 100 hydrogen. 50 is incorrect. We need to change that. That is not going to get us anywhere. And we need to get places. We got places to be, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so we're going to look at planets. We got 84, 25, 99. So, oh gosh, I need to do math. Oh, that's awkward. Okay, so if we do like 7, and then we do like 12, and then we do like 86, maybe? Let's try that. As you can see, I'm hyper jumping. Okay, let's see if my math is any good. Oh, bonus it is! We found Aether, Nymph, and Icarus. I think Icarus is a game as well that I'm going to be showing you later. Nope, that's Icarim. I'm not sure if I'm going to show you guys that or not. It seems like it kind of sucks, but I'll give it a shot anyway. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab my assault. I'm going to dock on this nifty little planet here. Apparently I still have lots of uranium on this ship. So I'm going to move over to here, dock on this planet. I haven't renamed it, so I'm not sure which one's which yet, but I'll figure it out. I'll rename it when you guys, are doing other things, like going to school or eating lunch, all the stuff the cool kids do. Okay, so 6953. Sorry, I giggle every time I see that number. Minus 1338, because it's almost late. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna go, and I wish I could remember all of this. Gosh, I almost forgot that, while I was saying that. I'm just gonna check. Okay, nothing sucks more than sending your assault somewhere by accident. So notice the travel time on this one is a little bit longer. It's 101 minutes. So needless to say, this video will not encompass the landing of this assault. And I don't have the uranium on it, and I'm too lazy to put more on, so we can't use fast. But we're gonna launch. See you around. So that assault will get there in 1 hour and 41 minutes, which is unpleasant, to be honest. But I probed the wrong spot, so that's my problem. Okay, so. Oh my gosh, I haven't renamed my transport. Uber Tranny. Oh gosh, that's not awkward. There we go. Okay. Ooh, that really scared me there for a minute. Okay, so if you look at my planets here, you see these ones don't have any troops because I took them. This one is 150 because the tick has already gone by. If you remember, we talked about in the bottom corner. So it just went by 2 minutes ago. But what's important is that I've only been gone for maybe 4 or 5 hours? No, maybe 8. But I already have 6,000 troops right here. And that's quite a bit, considering the planets around here only have 10,000 defense, and my assault's getting experience by the minute. Or, oh, why am I in forums? Oh gosh, okay. Actually, neat fact, here's my forum talking about this video. Nobody's really looked at it yet, but you know what? That doesn't hurt my feelings at all. So here's our planets. I'm going to just talk about some of the features real quick because we're waiting on our assault. So, intrusion detection. Just because I feel like I was getting a little bit rambly, it wasn't making much sense. Intrusion detection, if I hit that, it says there's nothing. Information is updated every 5 minutes. The server has a cron that does that for us. Really convenient. What this does is it detects any incoming ships using intergalactic flight, because obviously hyperdrive is instant, so updating really wouldn't matter because it would already be there. But any ships with hyperdrive or intergalactic flight are going to show up if they're within 100 units in all directions. So if somebody is trying to sneak in like 20 units away on each axis, it's going to show up. It's not going to say where the ship is, but it's going to say you have incoming. And that's what matters, because then you can be prepared. You're not going to want to show a fighter or anything. You're going to want to pretend you're offline. Don't post in the forums, because you want to kill them. You want to steal their troops using the pirate feature on your transports, which we'll talk about in just a second. But yeah, you basically, if you get an incoming, you want to be stealthy about it, and you want to steal their troops. We're actually going to go to create a ship model, so we can talk about piracy. So we're going to go to transport ship. This is the ship that has all kinds of funky options. Okay, so engine type, you never want to make a transport ship with a normal engine unless you're a crackhead. You're going to want to hyperdrive it. Yes, it's expensive, but considering you're going to need it. You definitely want piracy on every assault. Also, kind of expensive, 5k gold. But what that does is that if somebody has an assault with 10,000 troops on it coming into your system, you can actually steal it. You can take the troops off and put them on your planet. It's kind of a joke, because then the person attacks your planet, loses their assault to their own troops. It's fantastic. I've done it. I've had it done to me. It's just a lull and a half. So you definitely want to have piracy. But also, if you're going to try to pirate somebody, they're going to try to, you guessed it, kill you. So you're definitely going to need some counterattack power, which is going to be using energy. Note, transports cannot initiate attacks, but if they're attacked and they survive, their counterattack will hit the target. So let's say I put 2,000 counterattack and 2,000 defense. So if a fighter like mine, 1,000, 1,000, or 1,010 attack, 1,010 defense, because my fighter's baller, attacks my transport, what it's going to do is it's going to drop my defense to 990, but my counterattack power will kill it because it's higher than its defense, which is awesome, because then that fighter's dead. Also, unlike fighters, transports need to have really high volumes because it makes your life infinitely easier. So I'm actually going to make one that's 100,000. I can't make it right now, but it's going to be important to have later for my sanity when I'm trying to gather from planets and stuff. And I'm gathering at 25,000 at a jump, because I'll literally lose my mind. I'll be doing one of these videos, and then all of a sudden you'll just hear like reaver noises from Firefly, and you'll be like, oh gosh, it's happened, and nobody wants that. So I'm just going to save this, and basically my goal in the game right now is to save up enough iron to get that ship so that I don't turn into a reaver and go crazy, because that'd be bad. Yeah, so that's intrusion detection, that is piracy, that is counterattack and defense on transports. Also, piracy, which is really important. Don't forget piracy. Always steal off ships before you destroy them. If you find an AFK ship, take the uranium off of it before you blow it up. There's going to be something on it. Take it. Don't ever forget that. It will help you immensely. There's actually a statistics page dedicated to it. Let's see if we can find it. Resources pirated. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. How would you like to have 7 million extra resources, or 897? He's kind of a noob, but hey, we still love him, right? Okay. Yeah, so just remember that. You always want to pirate. So that just about wraps up our video. We'll hop into ships real quick. You can see that it says it's in hyper, which doesn't make sense to me because it's not using hyperdrive, but it is in hyperspace. I guess that kind of makes sense now that I've thought about it, a lot. I have 2 experience, which is nifty. It'll be there, actually, fun fact, it'll tell me, so 1927:37, if I go to the statistics page, I have a clock here, so it's about down to about an hour and 35 minutes. It's brutal. So what I'm going to do is after this video, I'm going to just go and I'm going to set all my production, and I'm going to rename everything. Thanks for watching. I would appreciate, very much so, any comments, questions. I really look forward to some rude remarks. Thumbs up, thumbs down if you hate me. If I mess the video up, definitely thumbs down it. I appreciate that. It'll help Skylords out, it'll help me out, it'll help you out. Everybody's happy. I will see you guys in the next video. Everybody play safe.